Alright, what up everybody? That's going to be a little quick tutorial for you on about reactors to try to just help you understand them better. Well, starting off, for what I have equipped, I have my toxic reactor for my toxic lady. And then off to the sides, we have to materialize mechanics. Well, materialize phase. My bad, purple. Want to be different. Even though y'all are the same thing. But anyways, we have my toxic reactor for the toxic lady. So, as you look down below with my skill power boost ratio, you have your toxic skill power boost ratio. Since she's a toxic character, we get that check for that extra 0.2 times percent toxic skill boost. And since she also has 3 tech skills, that also gets a check to their, and they also get that boost and that power. Now, if we look over at my materialized reactor, it does still have the tech, but as you can see, for the skill power boost ratio, it's now a non-attribute, so she won't get that little extra power boost towards it. And now, if we work our way all the way to the bottom of these, you now have 2 other things that can help boost your reactors. For the one I'm using, I got a skill cost on gold, which will reduce how much it costs for me to use my skills, and then a HP heal modifier, which is eh. When it comes to those bottom pieces and also where it has the optimization condition, all of that is completely randomized on whenever you pick up your reactor. So on my end, if I just want to keep it like how this is, then I'll just obviously keep this one. But if I wanted to grind out and try to get 2 different things at the bottom, then I would just have to find where they are and grind them out, which I can also show you in a moment on where to check all that stuff out. Which, now if we go back up to the top, where my optimization conditioning is, since right now I have my eternal willpower equipped, so because of that, I have just the flat rate 100% with the missed skill power. And that'll be the same, obviously, well, that'll be the same with this one, but since this is purple, it'll actually just go by the class of weapons. So purples will have just assault rifles, submachine guns, shotguns, sniper rifles, tac rifles, any of the other weapon classes. So purples will strictly be weapon class, but they will be naturally weaker on that end. But your golds will be a specific gold weapon when it comes to their mounting condition. So for that, if I come over here and have my Python and equipped it, and now I come back to this, Python mounting check, so now I get 160% on my skill power rather than just the flat 100. So now if we actually look back down to the skill power when equipped, all of them are in the 20,000 range. Well, 25,000, 25,000, 25,000, and 21,000 for all of that. So now if I come back over here, equip my eternal willpower, and now it's back down to basically 16,000s and 13,000. So we'll re-equip, and that's how much of a power boost you get when holding on or just having the right weapon equipped. That's how much of a power boost you will get. Now, the only other thing to mention on that part, because for anyone who may not know, now I have my devotion in my hands, and my Python is still equipped into my three main slots. But now if I come back up to my reactor, the Python mounting is no longer checked, and it's back down to the missed skill power of 100%. So even though it's equipped into my main, even though it's equipped into my main inventory spot, I'm not getting that extra power because it's not actually in her hands. So the only way to get that extra power is for it to be in her hands. So as you can see, devotion in hands, nothing. Come back over here, get that back into her hands, and boom. Now you got the extra power. So if you're ever trying to use your skill, you want to make sure what is giving that extra boost, have it in your hands, then pop it, and you'll get that extra damage out. But now the only other thing when it comes to reactors that you would need to know for when it comes to actually farming them is you'll just want to come out, bring out your map, press R3 or whatever it is for your keyboard. Xbox players, I'm assuming it's the same thing for y'all as well with the R3. But now that you see, we have reactor all over the place for everything. And each reactor type is going to be in a specific spot. So like if we were aiming for a reactor that's toxic, but it has a special rounds gold weapon and your skill base is dimension that you're wanting to increase, then you would just go to the forward base and just farm out enemies there until you get a reactor of whatever weapon you're wanting, and hopefully the two bottom skills of what you're wanting as well. And that's basically how you would then just farm out the reactors that you're wanting. Let's see if I remember the right buttons. That's it. So when you're back on this screen, if you come down here at the bottom, obviously you can hit X and it'll track it immediately to you. So the one I was just looking at where it had the special rounds toxic and dimension, it's this section right here. So you would just go to one of your spawn points, go, and just have fun, start killing everything, and just grind out whatever you're aiming for. But now if we come back here again, and you're looking through, we'll say for my same thing, what was my thing fully called? Toxic and tech would be the main things I would be looking for. So under general rounds for the Python. So toxic special, toxic impact, toxic general rounds. Make sure I didn't miss it. Okay, it's just that one. So yeah, for this week, it's toxic, general rounds, and dimension, which is not something I'm aiming for. So for this week, when it comes to a toxic reactor, I don't have to worry about grinding that. I can focus on something else. And now if we also go back down here to where it has all rewards, for me, square, for Xbox and PC, whatever button that says, click on that. A is what we're currently on. So this is just letting you know what each thing is. But if you want to look at it better, or if you understand this better, then come to this. And so next week, it'll swap to this, which is what I guess would mainly be your main thing that you would come for, is looking at these parts so you'll know what you're coming into. So let's see. Okay, toxic general rounds, and then I forgot what that symbol was, but we'll say that's a symbol we're looking for. And be like, okay, So this week, I don't have, it's not going with what I'm aiming for, but now next week at the fortress, I'll know one of the spots at the fortress is now gonna have what I'm aiming for. So now next week, I'll just need to keep track of when it swaps. So next week, I'll go to the fortress, go to its second place, or whichever, if it actually is going in order of 1, 2, 3 on this end. But just go to that place and then just grind out for this. And that's one of the ways for that. Which, actually, let's see if that actually is a thing. Fortress. Track. Fortress. Processors number 2, back out. Processors number 5 down here, so we'll just click on this real quick. I don't remember the order it was from the story. I don't remember how it started, so that actually this might be the second. So if you remember that, that will work out great for you. I don't remember it, so I'm just going to roll with how the other is. But either way, when it comes to reactors, this is a great way of figuring out how you're going to farm for them, of what you're looking for the exact thing. And then for this part of just knowing the basics. Alright, and also before I forget to mention, when it comes to viewing your rewards, like how I was just on with when it came to this thing, the only way to actually see this part is you have to have beaten the game. So get through your campaign and then you can do this. I figured I would let y'all know before I forgot about that part. And then also, you can come to this thing and have your reactor enhancement. So if I decided, hey, this reactor is 100% what I want to keep, you can then upgrade it 2 times. So first time increases the skill power by about a little over 300, and then doing it again increases it by about another 300, so it'll increase it by about around 650 roughly. But the only way to also enhance your reactors is by having these things crafted from your research. And doing it once, you just need 5. Doing it twice, in all, is 15. But if you've already done it once, that'll be 5. And then if you come back later to do it the second time, it'll just be 10. But I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If there's anything else that y'all can think of, let me know down in the comments, see if I missed anything. And I'll be back again with another little tips and trick. See you guys next time.